Big shout to the Santaluces cheer team for welcoming us in. I'm Theo Dorsey for ESPN 106.3. That's Tyree Smith. Good evening, good people. We're on to week 8 of the high school football season. Number 3, Pahokee and Benjamin, they were hosting each other tonight. Last week, the number 1 player on the top 63, Chauncey Bowens, silencing the haters. Because for Benjamin, the back is finding pay dirt. That in the first half. Powerful rushing attack would open up the deep ball as Jaden Vega.
Nice beard right there by Coach Eric Cresser. I like that.
Yeah, shout out to him. Jaden Vega finds Jacob Cosby Mosley, 65-yard bomb.
Oh, my goodness.
Benjamin goes on to blow out Pahokee 35-zip. The Bucks will head to Cardinal Newman next week for a high-flying top 5 showdown. Here's the number 1 player on the top 63 list, Georgia commit Chauncey Bowens on the win.
You know, I really just had to surround myself with my team throughout this week, really just up our chemistry and just make sure everyone had a good mindset coming into this game. Because, it's a long season and we still got a lot of really big games left. So just really upping the team morale after a loss.
That's a hat trick. 3 touchdowns on the night for Chauncey Bowens. What a wonder for him. A week ago, Boca Raton handed Spanish River their first loss of the season, Theo, and tonight they hand Santaluces their first in-state loss of the year, and it was the offenses coming out hot as both teams found the end zone on their opening drives of the night. Defenses will then clamp down and not allow any more points in the first half, but in the second half belonged to the hometown Bobcats. Boca wins this one 24-21, an upset, and that win, well, it clinches the district for the Bobcats, and that means they are postseason bound. I'm sure nobody thought we would say that this time, but Bobcats, they on the rise.
Upset of the night. A battle of the birds in Westlake. The Hawks of Seminole Ridge hosting the Eagles.
I told you not to
of
do
Atlantic. I did it anyways.
All right.
Atlantic, number 2 team in the area, coming in with only 1 loss. That was a Cardinal Newman overtime thriller. The Hawks trying to change that. That's Ty Jackson's scoop and score. But honestly, Tyree, the night will belong to Atlantic. That defense, man, that defense is suffocating. They've been so good all year long. They've actually won each of the last 2 games in this series by more than 4 touchdowns. That theme continued tonight on the road as they had their way. 43-13 Atlantic wins it. They improved to 6-1. They're going to host Dwyer for a chance to win the district next week.
I want those jerseys because that lime green is beautiful.
The mean green, baby. A couple area teams on the road tonight with a shot at bringing home district titles, and sadly, there won't be any partying in Fort Pierce tonight. Fort Pierce Westwood falls to Sebring 30-3. Sorry about that, Coach Coquel. We love you, though.
We do.
John Carroll looking to get back into the postseason after a state semifinal run last year. They are coming up short in Sarasota against Cardinal Mooney, and last check, they trail 41-6 in the 3rd quarter. We'll get the finish for that one, but not expecting a huge comeback with that much time.
I got you. There wasn't a party in Fort Pierce, but there was one on the Trojan Coast when it was homecoming night for number 6 Trojan Coast when they hosted Fort Pierce Central. Check out number 4 right here, George Roberts, the senior. He is dominating on all fronts. The man is on list of the max preps, quarterback, wide receiver, running back. He might as well be the coach, too, because he was leading the way for Treasure Coast tonight as the Titans get the 43-21 victory, or 34-24 victory, I apologize. They improved to 5-2, and they will visit Centennial next week, and that's going to be a fun game because Centennial's a hard-nosed team.
Irv going to have him running. You talking about he the coach. Number 5, Vero Beach hosting Centennial tonight. Mother Nature made those 2 teams wait a little bit to get the game underway, and when it did, well, it was all fighting Indians. Vero Beach, they would win this one 44-zip. They've now won 12 straight games in this series. And next week, they welcome in Martin County as they try to avenge an upset loss from a year ago. I still remember that one. Centennial was no easy task. They're going to look for their first win at home against Treasure Coast the next week for them.
West Boca, Theo, looking for a statement win tonight. Bulls with the district showdown in Broward County at Coconut Creek, looking for their first postseason berth since 2013. I was still in high school at that time. And after a tight first half, Coconut Creek turns it on in the second. Cougars win this one 42-28. West Boca falls to 5-2 on the year. They will stay in Broward County next week at Northeastern as they look to get back into the win column.
You called them the Cougars because it's Friday the 13th? Is that why you put that little emphasis on the R there?
For sure. That's exactly why.
Well, more maybe Friday the 13th puns and highlights when we come back on the Sports Zone. Welcome back to the Sports Zone. That's Tyree Smith. I'm Theo Dorsey. It's week 8 of high school football, so let's get right out to the field.
Let's get it.
In Boynton Beach, Somerset Canyons has scored 40 or more points 3 times this season. They hosted American Heritage in district play and the game of the week. And check out this swing pass. Oh, wait, no. It's a fake.
Oh,
Jaden Harrington to Darion Darby to Tegan Brisky. Touchdown Cougars. Well, American Heritage, they needed to win tonight to stay alive in district play. Sean Siska to Darren Presley, tiptoeing down the sideline, baby. Ooh, good hit right there.
I think the hit was probably more impressive.
That was pretty good. That set this up. A patient touchdown by Jaden Desir. That's how you churn those feet and get into the end zone.
Powerful.
But it was the man on the other side, toting the rock. Not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns on the night for Tristan Johnson.
He wanted more.
He always did. 35-14, Somerset Canyons wins. They improved to 5-2. They're 1 win away from a program record in the season with 3 games to go.
And he also wears number 3. Fitting how he gets 3 touchdowns on the night, too.
Of course. Number 4, Cardinal Newman hosting St. John Paul Academy. The Crusaders have outscored St. John Paul 104-6. Look at this fielding the punt right here in the past 2 games at least. That's Josh Philistine. Couldn't field the punt right, but maybe he was just getting the punt coverage to sleep.
Dude!
That was no problem.
Easy money for him.
No problem. The defense would dominate as well. They held St. John Paul to just 6 points all game. Big TFL, tackle for loss for those new to the game. And you may know him from his elite trumpet skills in the band, but Buddy's even better with the football in his hands.
Dallas!
Touchdown Crusaders, Dallas D'Souza for the score. Cardinal Newman wins it 70-6. Next up, the district championship against Benjamin.
He might as well have went to the sidelines and started playing the trumpet because they were winning that one.
Get that horn.
Another homecoming game as Port St. Lucie played host to Okeechobee Brahmins. Celebration for the home team Tigers during halftime, but not during the game at all. Okeechobee led 27.5 thanks to that man on your screen right there.
Oh, man.
Senior Crest Johns. Brahmins, they started the season 3-0, dropped the following 3, but they get this victory 34-7 to get back into the win column. This keeps them above 500 as they improve to 4-3. And you know what? We got to go back to Thursday games because that's when week 8 really kicked off. A scoring party in this district game as the only undefeated team in our area, number 1, Palm Beach Central, played host to Forest Hill. Both teams were 1-0 in District 4M. You saw that, right?
That dead leg?
That boy knows how to do it. And they were having an offensive party for Palm Beach Central as they led 35-12 at the half. Well, Theo, that quickly turned up to 48-12 victory. And they improved to 8-0, but they'll have a really tough test next week when they play Palm Beach Gardens.
Caleb Butler, the sophomore, throwing that thing around the field. Love to see it. Homecoming last night at Boynton Beach. That's royalty right there as the Tigers hosted 8th-ranked St. Andrews. Not an easy homecoming date. Well, the Tigers won this matchup last year. In the second quarter, they punched a touchdown in. Andrew Lucie. That makes things interesting, huh?
Dates aren't supposed to make you feel this way.
Well, no. Well, actually, this guy right here, I mean, the Scots will score 45 points per game. Dylan Mayers to junior Teddy Hoffman.
That's touchdown Teddy.
Tyree. Touchdown Teddy is back at it again. Teddy Hoffman, the dude can't stay out the end zone. 42-7. St. Andrews wins it. They improve to 7-1. They might just jump up on the top 10 list.
I got to tell my coach to give him a call. They need him up there in the north.
Touchdowns, baby.
I'm telling you, more district play last night doing 3-3 Palm Beach Gardens. Gators, they were on the road against the Wildcats of Royal Palm Beach. Gardens was looking to go 2-0 in district play as they were battling Jupiter for the top spot. The Gators, they won this game last season at home, and it really wasn't much different yesterday. Led by senior D lineman Joshua Boggs, pitched a shutout on the road, winning 34-0. Now, Theo, they'll arguably have their toughest test next week when they play number 1 Palm Beach Central, and we both know how that went last year. A battle each time.
Love it. Got to be in the house for that one. Over to Park Vista, the Cobras hosted Lake Worth High. This one was 9-0 at halftime. Both teams struggling to get points before the intermission. Park Vista was looking to get their 5th consecutive game in this, or they're looking for their first time winning consecutive games in one season since 2021. And guess what, Tyree?
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Cobras win it 26-0. They improved to 3-4 with the district win. Didn't you used to play for Park Vista?
I did.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was scoring a lot more than that. Anyways, it was homecoming night for Jupiter High yesterday as they welcomed Palm Beach Lakes into Warrior Country. The Rams defense kept them in this one early. And it was the Douglas brothers putting the Warriors in the win column yet again. They hook up for a touchdown. And the following play, hold on, watch out. The Jupiter, they wins this one 42-12. Jupiter, they're now up to a 6-1 start. You see that? The other, he had a little injury. He had to go and get carted off later, but wishing him a speedy recovery. All came 29 points in the second half. Jupiter and Palm Beach Gardners are now tied at the top of their districts, and they will battle in 2 weeks.
Let's hand out some game balls to some of the stars that shine the brightest tonight. We start at Somerset Canyons. The Cougars, Tristan Johnson, well, he was 3 for 3. Number 3, scored 3 touchdowns. That's what you call symmetry, Tyree.
And how about the Boca Raton Bobcats? Game ball for them. A week after they knocked off undefeated Spanish River, they pick up another big win tonight over top 10 Santaluces. That means it's district title for the Bobcats.
Finally, another hat trick performance. This one belonged to Georgia commit and Benjamin running back Chauncey Bowens. 3 touchdowns against Pahokee in the win. That's Tyree. I'm Theo. Have a great rest of your Friday night.